And of course, there's lights. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the worst sports podcast out there. This is Raven Slayer's Hour. Unfortunately, today we are by ourselves. My dad, unfortunately, went through some issues last night. Got hurt on the job, so he can't join us tonight. Heading into urgent care, getting himself some medicine for some ear infection possibly going on. But, as they always say, the show must go on. So we're going back over everything that happened most recently. NBA playoffs. Talk about the NBA playoffs, and we're talking as well as a depressed Suns fan. So without further ado, most recent stories that came out leading up to the end of the NBA season. Denver, out of all teams, wound up firing their head coach Michael Malone and their GM Calvin Booth. After the successful as successful of a season as they've had, firing their head coach and their GM, it doesn't make sense to me. Denver. Let me pull up additional notes here. Just give me a sec here. Should have had this pulled up before I started. Sorry. I mean, Denver right now, they're sitting in fourth with a two-way tie between themselves and the Clippers. So having as successful of a season that they've had, it doesn't make full sense to me getting rid of both your GM and your head coach all within the same season. Makes no sense to me. So that was one of the main stories coming out. Some of the other ones, eliminate the last two teams that were vying for a spot in the play-in. Wound up finally getting eliminated. Trailblazers got eliminated from the playoffs, and unfortunately, the Suns wound up getting eliminated. It's sad to see. It was inevitably happening, especially with Sacramento winning 2 games, more than my dad and I predicted, and clinching their play-in berth. As mentioned, there are a couple teams that are vying for position in the West right now. I originally put down that there were 4 teams. There are now only 2 teams, really. Still there is 4 teams vying for playoff position right now. Nuggets and Clippers are in a dead heat for the 4 and 5. Warriors and Timberwolves are in a deadlock, trying to fight for the 6 and 7 position. Yeah, we got a couple teams stuck fighting for position right now. Where these teams end up, we'll have to see these last few games. The Pistons wind up clinching that 6th seed, which is huge for them. They were just 1 year removed from having the worst record in all of the NBA. In all of NBA, it's great to see them turn around. Fastest turnaround that I thought would have ever happened. The Bucks wound up clinching the 5. Rockets clinched the 2 seed. Also 1 year removed from a huge struggle at a 41-41 season last year, and just barely missing the playoffs. It is great to see, again, these teams that had struggles all last year finally get themselves into great playoff positioning and having huge turnarounds. That leads us into injury concerns with each of the teams. Each of the playoff teams have their big concerns when it comes to injuries leading into the playoffs. The Pacers right now have Isaiah Jackson out for the season with an Achilles injury most recently. Him averaging about 7 points per game for them. It's going to be solely missed. Hopefully the Pacers can keep fighting in the East and hopefully make a deep playoff run. But we'll have to see what happens. Damian Lillard with the Bucks, he's currently out until the from what it was listing here until the 19th here with a calf injury. He's currently averaging 24.9 points per game right now for the Bucks, so that is going to be huge. That's a huge loss for the Bucks. One of their biggest their biggest dudes when it comes to creating points, creating space, and being able to get them fought higher up in the standings here. Currently with the Pistons, they have Jaden Ivey out here most likely for the rest of the season. He has a lower leg injury right now. Ivey as well, averaging double-digit points here for the Pistons, 17.6. Hopefully not a huge loss for the Pistons, but he definitely will. His points will be sorely missed for them in general. The Magic, one of the play-in teams over in the East right now, have two guys out that have been averaging them very high amount of points. Unfortunately, losing Jalen Suggs and Moritz Wagner both for the season. Jalen Suggs with a knee injury, Wagner with an ACL injury. Suggs averaging 16.2. Wagner, one of their better defenders, too. They're better guys on defense, averaging almost 5 rebounds a game. But still, either way, his the amount of points he generates to at 12.9, it's huge. So 2 huge losses for the Magic. Hopefully even with them 2 being out, hopefully the Magic will be able to push past those injuries and hopefully beat the Hawks in the race here for not for the race, but hopefully be able to beat them and be able to get past that play-in bracket. With the Hawks, they currently have Jalen Johnson out for the season with a torn labrum. He is one of their better shooters on that team as well. Even though you have the other young stars on that team, Jalen Johnson, his 18.9, will definitely be sorely missed for the Hawks. As far as who I see Magic over Hawks, it's going to be difficult to make a decision on that. But more than anything, I honestly have to change my thoughts on this. I think the Hawks will be able to take down the Magic. Even though they have lost Jalen Johnson for the season, I still see with the Magic unfortunately losing their 2 big dudes with the amount of points. They unfortunately won't be able to do anything. The Bulls unfortunately lost Ayo Dosumu for the season with a left shoulder injury. His 12.3 points is not fully being missed, but at least it's not fully being missed. But hopefully the other, it's same thing we hear in the NBA, and there's the same thing we hear in the NBA as we hear in the NFL, the next man up. Hopefully the guy who is stepping in for Ayo Dosunmu, hopefully he'll be able to step up and take the reins. I did want to double check because I'm not entirely sure if it is still true, but I've heard that Andrew Wiggins may be out. Give me a moment. I could be incorrect. Where is the Heat? There they are. Yes, Andrew Wiggins is out now until April 16th with a hamstring injury. That is a huge loss for them. 18.2 points a game right now for the Heat, coming in as their best player. I mean, it's unfortunate to see Wiggins go down. Hopefully hopefully the injury report is inaccurate and he's able to come back for the actual play-in game, because they will definitely need Wiggins for this game. Hopefully he'll be healthy enough for the play-in to be able to take down the Bulls and be able to have one last chance to wind up getting into the playoffs here. So that does it for the Eastern Conference. On to the Western. A lot has changed over on the Eastern side. Western side. That does it for the East. Let's go on to the West. Lakers locked up the are currently in the 3 seed right now. Right now, the Lakers are day-to-day with Rui Hachimura, 13.1 points. He's not solely missed right now for the Lakers, but hopefully he'll be able to be back in their rotation here fairly soon. See, just give me a sec here. Oh, goodness. I had this all looked into, and then... So it seems like Rui Hachimura is going to be out here until the 19th. So more preserving him, Luka, LeBron. They're more preserving those guys for the actual playoffs. I can understand it. A lot of these teams definitely are sitting a lot of their guys, just getting them ready since they've already locked up spots right now. But yeah, hopefully with all of them coming back for the playoffs, it'll be great to see for them. The Clippers, I originally had down Kawhi, but he is back. I think right now, as far as their worst injury, definitely not him. Man, Clippers really don't have anybody who's hurting them right now. You could go and say Nicholas Batum, his 4 points right now that he's averaging definitely is it's not hindering all that much, but hey, it's still a guy they've unfortunately lost here for the rest of the regular season. Hopefully he'll be back to full form for the actual playoffs itself. For the Nuggets, I did put down Jamal Murray. He is currently day-to-day. They aren't entirely sure if he will be ready for the game here. Ready here with the hamstring inflammation. Murray with 21.6 points. I mean, he's crucial for the push here to try and push past the Clippers here. He's their main hope there. Hopefully he'll be able to get health. Hopefully he'll be able to play here to wind up finishing off the season. So I head down the Grizzlies. Grizzlies are currently the 8th seed behind Minnesota. They currently have Jalen Wells out for the season with a broken wrist. His 10.4 points definitely is a huge loss for them. Hopefully, next man up there. And then for the Kings, let me scroll down here. I think for the Kings, Malik Monk, definitely him being out, it's huge for them. Malik Monk right now is one of their leading scorers at 17.2 points. Him being out, I mean, it was originally said April 11th here with the calf soreness, but now, I mean, it upgraded here to a 2-week prediction here. So he has a strained left calf injury right now. It says here out until April 23rd. Hopefully he'll be able to get back quicker for him. Unfortunately, I don't see him playing in the play-in here to face the Mavericks. But we'll see what happens. Now, with the Mavericks, I did find, of course, on their regular, injury report, Anthony Davis. They are definitely preserving him. Am I echoing? Really? Oh, don't tell me that. Is that better? There we go. It was just coming up with two of my things were popping up. All right. Thank you, Sean, for letting me know about that. My apologies. So, anywho, like I was saying, they are preserving Anthony Davis for the playoffs. Not surprised by that. His 25, him averaging a double-double, 25 points, 11 rebounds a game, is definitely going to be missed for the rest of the season. But when he comes back, him and Klay Thompson, when they come back, they're going to be able to make a really good argument to want to going past, pushing past the Kings to be able to have one last shot. Oh, now on to the sad part of this episode that I knew was going to have to be addressed. The Suns. I'm livid. I'm livid at the Suns. The amount of injuries that they've had this year, it's unfortunate because you can't predict injuries. It's unfortunate. Injuries, unfortunately, are a part of the regular season, part of the game. You can't avoid them. But the amount that they've had, knowing the two guys that we've traded for, and the amount of assets that we've given up, just to be able to get two guys that are going to help us win now, Yeah, he did drink a little bit too much last night. Anywho, the amount that we gave up for two guys who are hopefully going to get us to the playoffs and make us a champion, it didn't help. Did not help whatsoever. The Suns gave up far too much in the Kevin Durant trade. Traded away Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. Mikal, one of our best forwards that we had at the time. Cam Johnson, the best sixth man we had. Trading away Chris Paul, Landry Shamet. And as well the amount of first-rounders and second-rounders that we gave up. 2023 first-round pick. A pick swap in 2024. A second-round pick in 2024. Our 2025 fifth-rounder. Our 2025 second-rounder. 2026 first-round pick swap. 2026 second-round pick. 2027 first-round pick. 2027 second-round pick. 2020. We're not going to have a second-round pick for years. We're not going to have another second-round pick until 2029. What are we doing? I was so mad when I saw what the Suns were doing with dismantling the team to bring in a center who could possibly help us win this year. This patent, it was 2 years ago? 2 years ago, we brought in Kevin Durant to hopefully win now, but they couldn't. And now we have two guys who are potentially not going to be on the team next year that we gave up all that crap for. Kevin Durant, most likely. My dad and I talked about it. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here, but we talked about it here behind the scenes. Kevin Durant most likely saw his last game, whether it be his last game with the Suns or whether it be his last game in the NBA. He could retire. It very well could happen. With the amount of injury concerns that he's had, the amount of just subpar play over these past few years, he could retire. It very well could happen, and I really hope it happens. Not just for his career, but just in general for the love of the game. Unfortunately, I really hope he retires, honestly, because I can't have another year of Kevin Durant. It just I can't deal with it anymore. And of course, Bradley Beal. I mean, the amount of injuries he had this year, the amount of time he had just sitting on the bench, sitting on the sidelines, not helping this team. I can't. I can't enjoy basketball anymore because of these trades that the Suns made. Ever since they brought in ever since the new owner came in, he's done everything he could to try and dismantle the team as it is. He's trying to play GM far too much. He needs to ensure to have the coaches coach and the GM be the GM. Let them make their decisions. I understand it's your team. You own the team. But guess what? You have other guys more qualified than yourself to make good trades, to improve the team, and to coach said team and coach said players. It's frustrating. Ah. Far too many things the Suns can do to make next year a little bit more successful. Next year, as far as free agency goes, with the off season, as far as who we're seeing potentially going to be free agents next year, um, I highly doubt LeBron's not going to re-sign. LeBron's going to re-sign. Kyrie, he very well may be stepping away from Dallas with how unsuccessful Dallas was this past year. Um, I hope that I don't know. I mean, with Kyrie, it's a best of both worlds. Kyrie is one of the better point guards that very potentially could be a free agent next year. It would be awesome to see him come to the Valley, but at the same time, I highly doubt it. One guy who I would love to have here out in the Valley is James Harden. He's a great point guard coming off one of his better seasons with the Clippers. I would love to see James Harden out here. He's an ASU guy. He wound up finishing his college career out in ASU before he got drafted into the NBA to the Rockets. I would love to see him come back and have a reunion out here, just for publicity. If he doesn't re-sign with the Clippers and the Suns want to go after a guy to try and draw in more tickets, James Harden's your guy. I mean, there's a couple other guys. I mean, Julius Randle would be great to see. I mean, we need a good power forward now. If everything falls the way it does, if Kevin Durant retires, Julius Randle, if he doesn't re-sign with Minnesota, it would be great to see him come out here to Arizona. Need a great point guard. We need to rebuild this team, and even if it does result in us losing a crap ton more money to try and pay for other guys, hey, guess what? At least we're working on rebuilding the team. I would rather the Suns go and rebuild the team than just let it just all fall to crap. Just the way it already has. It's fallen to crap. It really has. I would as well love to see a Kelly Oubre reunion out here in Phoenix. He ever since he left Phoenix, he's been having a okay career. Right now, he's averaging 14 points per game with Philadelphia. I would love to see a reunion out here. Just him as a player in general, he's done phenomenal. Ever since leaving here, he's done phenomenal, and I would love to see a reunion out here. I would love to see it. One guy I really hope as well that walks away from the team, Tyus Jones. Even though he's averaging 11 points per game for us right now at that point guard position, honestly, I don't see them re-signing Tyus Jones. I don't. He's currently going to be costing us another possible $3 million, possibly $6. He's most likely going to be getting a lot more money this next year, and I don't. He's a good budget player. He's a great budget player, but just, no. Oh goodness, it's just far too much to really think about with the Suns. Just the amount of things that they need to turn the team around. It's just far too many things to really think about. Far too many. I'm of course just being a depressed Suns fan because you know what? God damn it, I was mad about this season. I was mad that our bench really didn't do anything to help. Again, when I say the bench, helping, like I said, there was far too much that we had on our bench this past, couple years ago before the Durant trade that is being solely missed on this team right now. Like, far too much. Oh, goodness. Now, Spencer Dinwiddie, if he leaves Dallas and Dallas, lets him walk, he's a great veteran point guard. He can be a dude coming off the bench. 10.1 points per game right now for Dallas. His points off the bench would be great for the Suns. Who else? I mean, Amir Coffey definitely would be a fun guy to see come out here too. He's a cheaper contract. You can pay him maybe $4 to $6 million a year. You get a really good bench player with Amir as well. 10.1 points per game right now. Out with the Clippers. It would be great to see him come out here too. Of course, that's a guy I talked about who happened to be injured, but it's fine. Let's see. Man, it was rough that my dad's not here because we'd be having a lot longer of a conversation here. Man, it is bummer. It's a bummer, man. God, I really hope he gets his health back in order, man. I love the old guy, but I love him, but he just pushes stuff off too far. Oh goodness. There's a lot of dead air right now. I'm just thinking of what the Suns can really do. I mean, there's a lot of point guards that are going to be free agents next year. A lot of really good centers, and by really good, I mean like okay centers, like okay-ish. And that's of course thinking about if players are going to be able to resign with their teams. I see Andre Drummond as well walking away from Philly. He'd be a great guy to either step in as a starting center or come in as as a backup. Mason Plumlee, I really hope and pray that Phoenix lets him walk this year. Even though he's a cheaper contract, even though he's a cheaper contract, he's costing us far too much. He's only given us 4 points per game right now and only averaging about 6 rebounds. I think more than anybody, as far as a player I love as our starting center, definitely would have to be Bol. He's one of my more favorite centers the Suns have had ever since losing out on God, what's his name? Trying to remember his freaking name, but I can't remember. But Bol is one of our better centers ever since losing the guy who wound up walking to the Trailblazers this year. No, but it's far too many things to think about. Now, one thing my dad was talking to me the other night about is, with Phoenix, the hope that they wound up getting a really high. He's hoping they get a really high. What's it called? Draft pick. We currently have. And a lot of people are saying the same thing about Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant might have already played his final game with Phoenix. A lot of people are predicting here that this is just his final game in general. With me, I can honestly see that Kevin Durant most likely retires this year. With the amount of injuries he's had, just the amount of injuries he's had is just far too much, frustration to really think about. Now, as well, another story, man. A lot of the fans with Phoenix are getting mad at Bradley Beal, his antics. In the latest loss that we had to Golden State. Hopefully I can play this without the sound. Heck, you know what, now that I think about it, should be able to show this here. Give me one moment. I'm almost certain I'll be able to. Of course, I know with me, I know with what they're going to be saying here, oh, you can't show that. I don't care. Shout out to, hold on a minute. Shout out to Valley of the Sun. Of course, I got to give them credit where credit's due. They have really good reports and everything here. Of course, I'm just on here seeing just what a lot of the fans are upset about. Of course, this is directly from Twitter.
One field goal on Sunday. Mr. Curry making sure that is not the case. Already 2 threes.
Is he seriously laughing?
Early on, the Warriors.
Is he seriously laughing? He puts a hand up to try and block, doesn't even make the block, and then just starts laughing. What the Bradley, what are you doing? Oh my God, Bradley Beal. Oh my God. Oh my God. Man, I really wish the old man were here. Me and him would probably be laughing about that. It's funny. Him doing that as a player, it's funny, but at the same time, you also have to understand, even though we're out of the playoffs already and we don't, we're just playing to play and just, who cares? You got to show some decorum. You got to actually play your heart out. Just, what? I'm gonna keep this up like this. I don't care. Just looking at this freaking play, looking at him. Hold on, let me see. Just so I don't get myself in trouble, No, I don't care. I'll keep it unmuted. I don't care.
One field goal
Look
on
at this. Steph Curry's wide open, takes the three, puts his hand up. He's over here not even playing defense until he's right up in Steph Curry's
Mr. Curry
grill. Steph's
sure
making the shot.
That is not the
And there's Bradley Beal laughing. What in the world? Right in front of your own bench. Like, look at all those dudes on the bench. They are so fucking depressed right now. Like, dude, what are you doing? Play better defense. Bradley Beal's over here laughing. Like, what the fuck? God, I hate Bradley Beal. I really hope and pray that Bradley Beal is this next season is his last with the Suns. Like, we only had him for a year, but man. Just man. Well, Sean, I know you're the only one in here who's really watching. What do you think? What do you think about that? You know what? At this point, I might as well just make this a reaction episode. I might as well text my sister-in-law. Let my sister know that I'm currently live right now. Oh, man. Hopefully I'll be able to find more funny stuff. Hold on. I'm just going to pull up Twitter directly. It's probably the best way to find the most funny stories right now. Explore. I want to see like exactly what fans are saying about the Suns, like, because I want fresh perspectives. I love to see the perspectives on Twitter or X. I don't care. I love to see perspectives from the fans because, I mean, of course, me myself being a fan, it is what it is. So here's the game tonight. You got Kevin Durant out with a left ankle sprain. Kevin Durant announced that he's just going to sit for the rest of the year. I understand it. You want to, I mean, you're a star. You want to stay healthy for next season. And I mean, having Kevin Durant just say that's it, I'm done playing this year, is understandable. Kevin Durant being out with a right calf soreness, it's understandable. Bradley Beal out with rest. I don't know, man. I don't think it's because of rest. I think it's because people are pissed at him. Only NBA team not in the playoffs playing or draft lottery. That is insane to even think about. Again, another sad thing to see. Us being eliminated from playoff contention officially on the 9th. And the worst, the absolute worst super team in NBA history. I agree. Oh, goodness. 4 years ago. Yep. 4 years ago, we were 2 wins away from our first title. It's sad to see. Like, honestly, it's sad to see how far one team can fall. It is really sad. Hold on, let me be smart about this. Let me just get into this so that Sean can talk. Man. 4 years ago. Like, it just seems like yesterday the Suns were out here vying for the playoffs. Vying for a first title, and just That young core is gone. Chris Paul's gone. We built a team around Devin Booker to help him win. To help him try and win that title. And then a horrible owner decides, you know what, that's it, we're done. You're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. I love seeing these old photos of Booker, dude. I mean, him playing NBA Jam on what is this? What in the world is this? What in the world is this console? Is that supposed to be like a Sega Genesis or something? There's no way that's a Sega Genesis. Welcome in, Sean.
Hello.
Well, that's the first, everybody. Welcome, Sean, my first guest on the actual podcast.
What up? What up?
Man.
I backed out the stream for a little bit there. Want me to keep moderating it, or?
You're more than welcome to, man. I'm just sitting here bored, just scrolling on Twitter, being a depressed Suns fan.
I can I can say we did something in common. I was scrolling through Twitter myself.
Well, I mean, you probably scrolling for something
fan.
different other than sports because you don't like sports.
Yeah, not much of a sports person, but
Yeah,
what's on the feed is what's on the feed.
exactly.
You playing some Minecraft? I take it.
No, well, most likely later. I'm not sure yet.
All right, let me just turn off the sound on my phone while I monitor your thing, so Mike's not picking it up.
All right,
and shit.
I got to hear what Spencer Dinwiddie's saying about the Suns.
Suns? Ass.
I mean, he's not wrong. I'm sorry, Phoenix. He's not wrong. Just look at his face. Look at how depressed Devin Booker looks. Oh, man.
Oh, that's funny.
That is, man. It's sad, dude.
I worry for you. I'm afraid that some random thing will just pop up unless this is a completely different account that's just nothing but sport orientated. Because you know how Twitter timelines be sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. And look at that.
Like,
1 year removed from us clinching the playoff berth. Now, this right here is wild to even consider. Devin Booker playing his final game in Phoenix. No. I still see them keeping Devin Booker out here. But Kevin Durant, get him out of there. Get him out of there. Yep, like the usual depressed Suns fan, just like him.
I don't know. I'm looking at you. It looks a bit different. You don't seem crying for attention.
No, I'm definitely not crying for attention, dude. I'm just.
Yeah, I get it.
It's unfortunate. Like the Suns at this point. With the Suns, with how terrible the team has been over the last 4 years since we lost the play-in berth, I don't want to watch basketball anymore. That's what sucks. And yes, like I mentioned before, this is the biggest super team fail in NBA history. Oh, of course. Yep, they had to. Squid Games reference. God damn it.
Where? Oh.
Twitter, yeah.
stupid.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about too, though. I mean, with the Suns, even though they're out of playoff contention, hey, we can still win games, though. Where was that months ago? Huh, Phoenix? Where was that months ago? I don't. I see the Suns maybe getting pick number 5, maybe, when it comes to the draft lottery. It's exactly what they serve their fans, a plate full of nothing. Oh my lord, this play. Holy shit.
Did he just snatch that shit?
Hold on, I want to watch this. I want to watch this play.
They'll come with the here. 1:35 as Edwards turned over. Lead pass up the floor. Booker chasing. Makes a save. Jump ball there. Allen.
What a tremendous save that was.
My goodness, Booker.
I want to watch this all entirely. So gets the steal.
Edwards
Up the court to Devin Booker. Let me turn this down too. That might help.
35 as Edwards turned over.
Steals the ball up to Booker. Booker behind his back.
Makes a save.
Grayson Allen with a nice grab. Over to Durant. Durant back over to Booker. Booker with the hook shot. My lord, what a fucking play. My lord, that was gorgeous. Jesus Christ. Even though that was back in January, that was a gorgeous fucking play.
That's a play right there.
Yeah, it is. That's funny. That's really cool. That art design and everything right there, that's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I just found one of my own tweets. That's fucking hilarious.
Wait, where? Oh my god, yeah.
Baseball. As a Phoenix Suns fan, I'm focused on the upcoming baseball regular season. Yeah, mathematically after April 6th. Yeah, it's sad. That one's kind of funny, dude. Even though I'm supposed to be a depressed fan, I gotta laugh at some of these tweets because some of these tweets are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, you gotta know when to laugh, man.
Yeah, that's the best part. You gotta learn how to. That's the best part. And let me just tell you, fans out there, that's the number one thing you gotta remember. You gotta remember to learn how to laugh. I've been going on for 47 minutes just talking and reacting to tweets. That's awesome, dude.
Hell yeah.
This is the first one that I saw from Basketball Forever. I was so fucking depressed.
I'm gonna do a mic check. I'm gonna say something and then mute myself and see if I can actually hear it on your end, just to make sure.
No, I think you are, because it's... Yeah, I think you are. Hold on, I'll be quiet.
I'm just gonna check. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
The 2024 Phoenix Suns have clinched a spot in hell.
Okay, yeah, it is.
That's funny.
Because remember, I am watching
this
the
is
thing without the volume on my phone. So
all right, Budenholzer, what do you got to say, sir?
In all respect, though, considering the season, I know it's been tough for the Phoenix Suns. Have you had a discussion maybe with the ownership, in terms of your future, or is that just something that's going to be left off the table until after the season?
Yeah, no, we're just focused on playing our 82nd game here, getting the game in, playing, seeing how we do, and then, we'll go from there.
Last one.
I'm surprised how he isn't concerned over his job right now. 36-45 record in the first year with the team, and you're not concerned about losing your job?
Obviously, a big game for Sacramento, like you mentioned. How much do you enjoy the opportunity to play spoiler, and is that added motivation tonight?
Probably
Yeah,
not trying to show
I
that
think it's
he's
good to be
concerned
playing
about
somebody that has something on the line. Our guys get a chance again just to feel that competitive spirit, what it takes, try and match it.
I'm sorry. Just, I understand you got to think about it too, Phoenix. This was the team that my dad had predicted you guys were going to go and have that game against to wind up getting that number 10 seed, to wind up getting into the play-in. But you failed. You got unlucky because Sacramento wound up winning another game. But, I mean, come on, man. You couldn't win at least 2 of those games down the last stretch of the season? Come on. Oh. I understand I understand that you're happy that you're going to be able to go and play against a team who actually has something to play for in the play-in bracket. But come on. All right, let's take a look at this play.
With a closeout defense continues for Phoenix. McBride in the drive.
Oh, my Lord, that was a great play by Beal. That's the worst. That's the worst part about this team. They play really good offense, really good. And of course, I said that, and Devin Booker hit a brick. That's funny. 2. But seriously though, they play really good.
Oh shit! I ate my
They
words.
play really good. They play really good offense, but at the same point, you gotta play defense. All right, Gillespie, what do you have to say, sir?
I have not had any
Can't win a game just by
conversations.
all
It'll
offense.
probably be something I have
all defense without
my
any offense.
agents towards the end of the year, obviously after these last 2 games. But I love Phoenix, man.
And Phoenix doesn't love you, Colin. Yeah, that's the worst part. The Rockets own all of our picks. They own all of our picks. That's awesome. Oh, it's wonderful. Fuck. God damn, Jesus Christ. Yes, every Phoenix Suns fan this season throwing the damn towel. I agree. Oh, cool. Bawadis, or whatever the fuck his name is. Congrats. You finally realized what I realized at the beginning of this fucking season. That was me when they officially got knocked out. Who just joined? Oh, hi Max. How are you? You're
Max,
enjoying.
careful, we are
You're enjoying
your audio
the
is-
depression party.
You are in stream technically. Audio is immediately included.
This is definitely gonna be me. That's definitely gonna be me next year. Fuck you. I'll see you next season.
Fuck you, you have a Merry Christmas.
And again, fans of Phoenix, if you happen to be watching, which I highly doubt that you are, 2 points from Bradley Beal back on April 9th. That right there goes to show you why he needs to get out of here. 1 for 12, 4 turnovers, smiled 6 times and clapped 10 times. God, he needs to get out of here. No shy, no problem. Congrats.
Sorry, not trying to blow on the mic. Just hair on my phone. Hang on. There we go.
Hope to see you stay with the Suns, Kevin. It's been a pleasure having you in Phoenix, watching you work and prepare. No, I disagree. 100% disagree with you. And, of course, my cousin's tweet just came up. Awesome. No, I'm not thankful for the Suns this year.
To stream your game. I mean, I would love to, but I don't think it's going to stream YouTube from the
Like, I mean, and here's another
Nicely
great
updated
example. Just look at that stat line. This right here is what killed us this past year. And hold on, let me try and adjust this a little bit more on stream.
I'm going to pretend like I understand exactly what's going on. So I'm going to nod and go, mm-hmm.
Just this stat line right here is horrible. Horrible.
Jesus.
Royce O'Neal went this was back on April 4th. You're not going to win with your starters playing this horrible. Royce O'Neal in that game went 3 for 10 with 9 points. Dunn went 2 for 7, 5 points. Woo! Ighodario, I don't know how to pronounce his name, 12 points, 6 for 8. Great job. Bradley Beal, what the fuck did you do this game? 0 for 7 on 0 for 7 with only 1 fucking point. Like, if you have Devin Booker out here balling out, getting you 34 points per game, 34 points in a game, that's not going to help you win. Now, I have to disagree with what this person said back on April 6th. Yes, I agree that's the same look I had watching the Suns this year. But the D-backs so far, I mean, they're playing half decent. Diamondbacks don't suck, actually. Yep. Right there for you, Suns. Right there. Shame. Shame
on you. Sorry.
Man.
What the fuck is that? I just look up to see the fucking chicken with the money printer.
That's going to be the Suns next season. Man, I love Grayson Allen. He's a great guy to have on the team. What the fuck? Oh, some of these. All right. I'm not going to watch that, even though it's NBA on ESPN. I'm not going to watch it. Suns have set a franchise record for most consecutive double-digit losses. Wow. What a shocker. Just. This season has just been so goddamn fucking frustrating. And just going back to this in 2021, I mean, when we swept the Nuggets, everybody was clamoring and fucking happy. Just so depressing, dude. So fucking depressing.
Start moving the second they get a second monitor. It's the scene in I think Iron Man 2.
That's a cool fucking t-shirt right there.
Tony's making that new element.
The prominent and successful NBA head coach was let go today. Burns and Gambo. I've never heard of them before. I should probably check them out. Cool. We set a franchise record for three-pointers made in a season. Cool. Did it help us get into the playoffs? Nope. That's like saying you got brand new that's like saying you got a brand new rims and brand new tires on your fucking BMW shitbox. Like, what the fuck?
That's
cool. Congrats. Thanks for letting us know here, Phoenix, that you get. Thanks for letting us know that you guys set a franchise record for three-pointers.
Ooh. What the fuck is number 4?
What do you mean?
Shit. Hang on.
Oh,
Don't do.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
No. It's a what screen setup are you using? But I can't recall. Hang on, let me just check something before I send it.
I like the shoes Devin Booker had on April 8th. Like I said, I mean, Grayson Allen Duffy is one of the better, spotlights on this team. Like, look at that. That was such a tough fucking play for him to make. Yeah, Booker dropped 40 points and we still lost by 14. Just grr. And yeah, those of you who are coming in here, seeing the depressed Suns fan, ha 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 ha. Yes, I get it. It's depressing to see.
What?
I get it. I'm sad. Man, I still remember them, like the big fights that wound up happening, dude. Like the huge fights that happened in the NBA. Those were always fun to see. I mean, Malice in the Palace definitely was one of those ones that they had to take a lot more, they had to take a lot more concern and precaution with. Yeah, 2-14 in games where Kevin Durant has not played this season. It's not that he brings a lot to the table. He's a great player, sure, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I mean, he wasn't helping them win anyways.
No, I'm not gonna go premium. Fuck off.
Good shot.
Shit, what happened?
Nothing, just scrolling through and just right past that one.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Right past that one. 4-11 in the past 15 games. I mean, you guys get the picture. It's sad to see Phoenix, man. Like, you got courtside seats. It's pretty much what everybody's going to be doing. Just saying, oh, you got to eliminate him. Yeah, that was me last night, dude. Just crying. I'm going to go back up to the top here. Go to one of the Suns posts directly. Let's see here. 30 minutes ago, they posted this. Yep. Yeah, I definitely agree. I definitely 100% agree. Bradley Beal out for rest. Just hilarious. This is what failure of a super team looks like. Agreed. Listening to ESPN Radio. White tank. If the Suns win the lottery, Houston gets a pick anyway. Fact. People pay money for this. I don't anymore. I stopped going to Suns games specifically because of the rest of the season. I mean, just how they were playing and how many injuries that we had this year. I just stopped watching. Rest up, Brett. Rest up, Beal. You deserve an incredible season. No, he doesn't deserve any rest after this season. Well, I've been going for about an hour, and it's not getting any better. So, knowing me, I'm just going to sit here for hours on end, just depressed and bored. So, I want to thank everybody who came out for this most recent episode of the podcast. I appreciate everybody who watched. And everybody who's watching this on YouTube, I hope you will enjoy and will enjoy a different side of the podcast, because I know with my dad not here, I really didn't have much to talk about. Most of the topics go super quick.
Back and forth.
Yeah, not a whole lot of back and forth like the usual episodes are. So I hope, with these ones where it's just me, I might do similar things. But yeah, next week, hopefully my dad will be back. Hopefully he'll be healthier again to be able to get on and yeah. Hopefully my dad will be able to get back after getting his health back in order. Next week, planning on doing a NFL draft prediction and figuring out kind of where each guy will fall. Another mock draft before the actual draft in 2 weeks' time. So, without further ado,